Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by my colleagues Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Eastern Conference battles always fun. This time it's the Cleveland Cavaliers intent on protecting home court. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Thomas is the point with Bradley at his side. Johnson is out there with Jay Crowder. And Sullinger in at the 5. Cavs didn't start the season as a team built around the 3, but they would end it that way.
Yeah, and after the trade for Smith and Shumpert, it changed their dynamic. All of a sudden, they can do a lot of damage from beyond the arc.
Ball outside. James.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Bradley kicks to Trout. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Irving from long range. Cleveland gets it back. Here's James. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Outside Thomas. Passes it to Johnson. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. The Cavaliers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And there's the feed to Water. And it's Smith penetrating. Sullinger with the rebound. Gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. Out of this is to Brandon. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. J.R. Smith picks one up. The Celtics shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. The Boston Celtics figured to be near the bottom of the league last year. In many ways, they outperformed a lot of people's expectations.
And by no means were they a contender at any point, but they very well could be ahead of themselves in terms of the rebuilding process.
Johnson for 3. And that's collected by Love.
And you know what? Sometimes there's a reason why you're open. Maybe not the shot you should be taking.
Here's Smith. Kicks it out to Love. The Cavaliers again can't hit.
And with the Celtics being a surprise threat near the end of last season, even their losses were close games.
Pass to Crowder. Johnson, the pass to Thomas. 4 on the clock. Misses off the right angle.
Well, I like the defense there. Right up in his grill, didn't give him a chance. To back up your point about the Celtics being in close games, I mean, their point differential on the year was less than where you would expect it to be for a team that made the playoffs. I mean, it really gives you an idea of how many close games they played.
Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And Thompson kicks to LeBron. No good from outside.
That's a shot you've got to take if you're looking for the three-pointer. I mean, the defense was nowhere around.
Out of bounds, Celtics ball as Boston keeps possession.
Risky pass there. They're lucky to retain possession this time.
A different look now for Cleveland. Channing Frye's checked in for Thompson. Iman Shumpert is coming for LeBron. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for J.R. Smith. And then for Boston. Olenek Hughes checked in for Jared Sullinger. Turner comes in for Crowder. And Smart subbed in for Avery Bradley. Feeds to Olenek. Thomas dishes to Johnson. Tries again. And that's 2 points on the layup. Johnson's got 5 now.
And you know what? He doesn't mind getting his hands dirty when it comes to really fighting on the backboard.
Dellavedova kicks to Irving. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
It's his first trip to the line. He's off on the first. Cavs were poised to make a huge run last year in the playoffs. Swept the Celtics in the first round, but it cost them.
Yeah, even though they did get that sweep, they lose Kevin Love for the rest of the way, and that put a big hurdle in their quest for the title.
Mozgov, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Celtics also with a sub. Jerebko's checked in for Johnson. Irving passes to Mozgov. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Mozgov got his first basket.
No denying it, injuries were a big part of the storyline in the Cavs postseason. Fortunately, LeBron James was otherworldly after the first round. Took care of the Bulls, then went on to sweep the Hawks to get back to the finals.
Can't hit from 12.
And the D does just enough to throw off his rhythm on that shot.
Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone in clear control yet.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. It's just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Cavaliers on top, leading by just 1. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
You know, it's been a great display of team basketball here thus far.
5 guys, 5 fingers working as one. Just beautiful team basketball on display for these guys.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets started. So on the floor for Cleveland, Dellavedova and Smith are the guard tandem. The forwards are LeBron and Thompson. And it's Mozgov in the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Smith. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. Cleveland shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. The first one falls. Kevin Love's checked in for the Cavaliers. Amir Johnson's checked in for Boston. And he makes the first but misses the second.
Well, you could see a change in the play for the Celtics after the trade deadline last year. Adding Isaiah Thomas gave them some power off the bench and really created some balance for them offensively.
Here's LeBron. Misses from close range. Boston's gone 1 or 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Crowder. From outside off the mark. The Cavaliers trailing. The drive by James. That's good. LeBron's got 4 points in the quarter.
And another lead change here. How many of these are we going to have tonight?
I'm not quite sure, but I'm willing to bet it'll be more than a few.
And here's Love from the arc. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. 6 points for Love.
You know, what an advantage he brings to this offense, guys. I mean, being able to drain the 3-ball, that really can spread a defense and extend the defense as well.
And now, the first timeout called here for Boston. Well, you go back last season, the Cavs had a very slow start to the year. Surprising. They had a lot of new faces and people they're bringing together. Clark, it didn't look like the powerhouse they would end up being as we saw.
Well, you know, they were kind of fumbling and bumbling around in the 5th and 6th spots in the East for the first half of the season. Made some changes, though, through trade. And that got them going.
The shot, 2 free throws, drew contact on the shot.
And those mid-season trades for the Cavs really turned things around. Mozgov came in, J.R. Smith and Shumpert secured that two-spot, gave this team an incredible edge defensively.
And you know, they built the roster to how they played best mid-season. I mean, it was a great job, I think, by the front office to get the players that fit best into the locker room and into the team style of play.
Cleveland leading by 5. LeBron dishes.
Well, you know, last season I thought the Celtics made some strong waves in the East. I mean, they kept fighting and fighting all season long, and they ended up in the playoffs because of that never-give-up attitude.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Cavaliers.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there.
Another trip to the stripe for him, and I tell you what, a little bit of a different feel here in the second quarter. A little more banging going on.
Man, and it's really served them well, seeking out the contact you mentioned and putting pressure on the defense.
And for the Celtics, 20.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
But there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right. I tell you what, I used to love to go up and jam like that.
It's LeBron with the drive. Kicks it to Dellavedova. Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. The fans are making noise here inside the Oracle Arena for their Warriors. So Golden State will get the first possession. The drive by Green. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And right off the tip, they get the early offense. Looks like the defense is still running a bit late.
Look at Cleveland's starting group. J.R. Smith and LeBron at the 2 and 3. Tristan Thompson is out there with Kevin Love. And it's Irving at the walk. From downtown. And that's good. J.R. Smith for 3.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Green, no luck. And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. Bogut against Love. Irving drives in. And that one's good.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
You know, the Cavs last season won a bunch of games, but they had to fight for a lot of them. They often would fall behind early or dig a big hole and have to fight their way out of it.
And there's the call on James. That's his first foul. Curry dishes to Thompson. Here's Bogut. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
He always knows where it's going.
Oh! Now, Clark, that is just ridiculous.
Absolutely filthy. I don't remember ever seeing a dunk like that in the game. I certainly can't remember the last time I
I
saw
tell
it.
you what, fellas, you might not see another one like that one for a while.
Irving with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. And there's J.R. Smith on the assist by Irving. And it's 6 points for Smith.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Here's Irving. Thompson with the rebound.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
LeBron drives in. Green with the block. Outside Irving. And here's Love for 3. No luck. The Warriors go the other way. To the inside. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Nice start as he's knocked down 3 of his first 4 and has hit the ground at high speed.
Spates checked in for the Warriors. Iguodala comes in. Channing Fries checked in for Cleveland. Matthew Dellavedova comes in for Kyrie Irving.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
The Cavaliers have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first.
And what a first year it was for Steve Kerr and the Warriors. It was the best debut as a new coach ever. 67 wins. He also established a franchise win total in his first year.
LeBron kicks to Love. Dunk by James.
And check out the bounce.
Bounce to the outs. Clark, how about that?
Yeah.
Oh,
You
showing
said
him
it,
off
Kevin.
right there. Good move.
You said it, my man. He's a highlight reel waiting to happen.
And our old partner Steve Kerr also got a chance to coach the West All-Stars, and Greg, his record-setting debut season with the Golden State Warriors. But he really hit a lot of big milestones early.
Well, none of us are surprised at his success.
No.
I mean, Steve will be the first to tell you it was because he was surrounded by excellent assistants. I mean, that's one of the underrated aspects of being a good coach is you've got to have a good staff,
point.
and Steve has that.
Excellent point. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. changes here for the Warriors. Barbosa comes in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry. And then for Cleveland, Mozgov comes in for Kevin Love. And Shumpert in there for LeBron. 1:16 left here in the first quarter. Dellavedova kicks to Shumpert. Big-time jam right there.
That's what we came to see. Aggressive, assertive basketball.
He just threw that one down with as much strength as he could muster.
Just flat out angry.
Oh, and here comes Smith. Oh. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure.
Kyrie Irving is checked in for Cleveland. Irving double team. Feeds it to Shumpert. Here's the screen. And Irving gets it to go on the assist by Shumpert.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low. And I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation. But I'll tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
They're scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Cavaliers lead by 5. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Cleveland.
Guys, their penetration has been outstanding. I mean, it's actually been great. They're really finding those holes in the defense.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
On the floor for Cleveland getting going here in the second. Shumpert is out there with Kevin Love. Then there's Tristan Thompson. Then there's Irving. And it's Dellavedova in the two-guard spot. Here's Shumpert. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
And really, the Warriors had an amazing regular season last year. Just from a historical standpoint, it was one of the best ever.
And for the Warriors last year, they would end the season with 67 wins. That number, Clark, time for the 6th best win total in NBA history.
And my guess is only a few people saw it coming. I mean, as the season wore on, it became more and more apparent that the Warriors were for real, but it took a while for people to accept that fact.
Here's LeBron. And he lays it straight in. James has got 6 points.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
And it's strange to think that early last year, all the talk in the media was about the in-house fighting on the Cavs. It goes to show just how much better things are for a team when they're winning.
Kicks to Bogut. Pass to Thompson. Can't get it to go. Smith with the defensive effort. Passes it to James. A high post shot. They get it again. Thompson passes to Smith. Hand hit from the low block. Warriors trail by 5. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Bogut kicks to Thompson. Bogut back up on top. Clark dishes to Barnes.
I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatic.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
Yeah, but hey. He's an athlete, and I can't fault him for that one. If he missed it, I might have.
Deflects the pass. Azili the pass to Thompson. Deep. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting. Well, as rough as the Cavs might have started the season, Clark, they were all at peace near the end. Things turned around certainly after the All-Star break. Had their amazing playoff run, great momentum, and that confidence showed every game they played.
Really did, and I thought the big three found a way to come together nicely and smooth out the rough spots, and James, Irvin, and Love ended up being the highest scoring trio in the league last year.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. Curry's checked in for Ian Clark. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And there's the pass to Love. Back to LeBron. Fires at the elbow. And that one goes off.
Well, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
A shot by Curry, no good. The Cavaliers have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Love can't hit.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
You know, basketball can be a team of unit, and the Warriors showed just how gorgeous ball movement can be last year. Every possession looked like a well-orchestrated concert. It was incredibly fun to watch. Not so much fun, probably, to coach against.
Moscow is checked in for the Cavaliers. Fry comes in for Kevin Love.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end. That's losing basketball.
Especially when you can't afford to give up any buckets. That's a nice lead now.
Well, the Warriors did zip the ball around very well last year, Clark. They led the league, as Greg was talking about, led the league in assists per game. It wasn't even close. Over 27 assists per game as a team.
Yeah, 28 times they had 30 or more assists. In 2014, the team that led in that category was the Spurs. They did it only 16 times.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this season.
Curry gets to Azili. Back to Curry. And it's Golden State with another.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Anytime your field goal percentage is in the high 50s, partner, you're doing something right.
LeBron dishes to Smith. 17-foot shot on the way. Does not find the target. That makes him 3 for 5. Back to Thompson. The long distance three is good. Thompson's got 8 points in the quarter.
Getting better and better. Got that field goal percentage up in the 60s now.
Clark, they dialed it in here in the second quarter, playing really well.
1 second separate in the shot clock in game. And it's James missing. Thompson left side. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And it's a 9-point Warrior lead.
And I like the job they've done with working the basketball. They've been moving and getting quality shots.
The second half beginning in just a moment. Klay Thompson has been sensational.
How about the magic touch he had on display there in that first half in terms of finding his teammates? Just a plethora of assists.
Plethora, you're going deep into that dictionary of yours, man. It's not a common occurrence with this guy, though. Typically, he's more of a finisher, but that's not been the case in this one.
The second half just about to get going here. Klay Thompson has been sensational.
Yeah, you know, one of the things about the truly greats of our game is that sometimes you get spoiled because of how consistent they can be. And so far, another big scoring night for him.
And oftentimes when he puts up that many points in the first half, he follows it up with an even better second half. We'll see if that's the case here.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, here's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Green at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. And it's Barnes at the 3. Love, no good. For so long, there has been this mindset that Golden State wins through offense. But their defense, you know, Gia, you were talking about this, is where the true strength of this team lies.
Yeah, I think that's what's really allowed them to separate when you look at the rest of the league. I mean, they led the league in opponents' field goal percentage last season. And some nights, the shots weren't falling, but the defense always showed up.
The drive by LeBron. That's in there. Love with the assist. Green, the pass to Bogut. Right side, Green. Back to Curry. He dishes it to Bogut. That's a 2 from Barnes. The Cavaliers pull it in. Thompson's got his...
You know, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult while they're trailing.
Yeah, but still, you know what? A magnificent move for the lead.
I tell you what, guys, I don't care what the score is. That's the play we're going to remember when this game is over.
Some changes for Golden State. Spates checked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Barnes. And it's Livingston in for Thompson. A switcher also for Cleveland. Shumpert's checked in. And here we go. Shumpert running it up the court.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
And he's good on the second. Well, you go back last season, the Cavs had a very slow start to the year. Not surprising. They had a lot of new faces and people they were bringing together. Clark, it didn't look like the powerhouse they would end up being as we saw.
Well, you know, they were kind of fumbling and bumbling around in the 5th and 6th spots in the East for the first half of the season. Made some changes, though, through trade, and that got them going, I think. It's just been a brutal outing for him. He still hasn't managed to make a shot, and the team is struggling because of it. He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Moving again, it's Curry. Let's go. They get it back. One-on-one fast break. Lots of room. And he knocks down the jumper. And now it's an 8-point Warrior lead.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
And those mid-season trades for the Cavs really turned things around. Mozgov came in, J.R. Smith and Shumpert secured that 2 spot, gave this team an incredible edge defensively.
The Warriors making a switch here. Barbosa's checked in. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half.
Yeah, and you know, they built the roster
interconference game. Thanks for joining us, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and here with me tonight, Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. Taking a look at the Rockets. Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. Modiunas and Howard the post pair. And it's Beverly in at the point. Harden's shot is good. The Houston Rockets are built around the three-point shot. Make no mistake about it, they set a record for a single season in team-made threes. They have so many guys that can hoist it up and hit.
Yeah, and they all have the green light to do so. Last year, you talked about leading the NBA in percentage of shots from beyond the arc, and it wasn't even close.
Cleveland on defense. James Harden getting it to go from deep. Beverly dishes to Harden. Just 5 on the clock. No good with the triple.
To give you an idea about the Rockets and how often they are taking threes, almost 40% of their field goal attempts last year were three-pointers. I mean, they've taken the analytics to its extreme there.
And the Rockets took a ton of threes last season and set an NBA record for the most made threes in a season.
And he can't hit the second.
And you can see that even though he ties the game up, disappointed he couldn't give him the lead.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
On defense, Houston. Pass to Smith. For the three. The Rockets pull it in.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
There's no doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down.
Harden, that's good.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Irving from long range. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Rockets have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Kicks to Beverly. From deep. Harden, no good. For Cleveland, they've gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Nice shot by Smith.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
Houston's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Here's Harden on the wing. Plenty of space. And that's collected by Love.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly.
He has a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
Yeah, that could very well be a contender for Dunk of the Year, and perhaps it might make its way all over the internet.
I'll tell you what, that is the crowd pleaser of all crowd pleasers.
And here is LeBron. James Harden getting it to go from deep. James kicks to Smith. Pass to Love. A second chance effort. And it's sent back by Howard. Inside. Here's Harden. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Here's James. Modiunas grabs the miss.
Boy, he shredded the D with the patented crossover, but just couldn't convert.
From deep, Harden. And that's collected by Love. Love's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. There's the dish to Beverly. Back to Harden. There's the feed to Ariza. Looking for Modiunas. He gets it there. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Now here's LeBron. Can they get it? Rebounded by Howard. Rockets leading by 6. From deep, Harden. Another miss by Harden. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. The pass to Love. But they get it there. In the corner, Smith with it. And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here.
Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Fortunate to get it through. I thought he was headed the other way with that one.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Channing Fries checked in for Thompson. Shumpert comes in for LeBron. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Smith. The three from Harden. That one goes. Count it. Harden's got 14 points for the game. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Rockets lead by 9. Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Houston.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
So, timeout call here, the first for Cleveland.
You know what? They just are in a funk right now offensively. A good time to maybe come up with a play to get them a good look.
Well, most coaches, we usually have a go-to speech or tactic that they can use when they need it most. So we'll see if that's the case here.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. Terry is up there with McDaniels. Then it's Corey Brewer. Then there's Beasley. And it's Capella in at the 5 down low. Dellavedova, the pass to Shumpert. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. No good from Fry.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
Here's Beasley. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. And it's going to go on Iman Shumpert. The Rockets shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year. But not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
Irving for 3. Gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
Cavs were poised to make a huge run last year in the playoffs. Swept the Celtics in the first round, but it cost them.
Yeah, even though they did get that sweep, they lose Kevin Love for the rest of the way. And that put a big hurdle in their quest for the title.
No denying it, injuries were a big part of the storyline in the Cavs postseason. Fortunately, LeBron James was otherworldly after the first round. Took care of the Bulls, then went on to sweep the Hawks to get back to the finals.
And the Rockets making a change here. Beverly's checked in. The Cavaliers trail by 11. Outside Irving. Cleveland the rebound. Mozgov kicks to Irving. And another 3 for Cleveland.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter. And for the Cavs last season, their toughest test would be in the finals against the Warriors. Like every other team, they just couldn't handle the Warriors for a full series. A great run to the finals, and surely they'll want to return there this season.
For the Cavaliers, Tristan Thompson comes in for Channing Frye. And Smith subbed in for Kyrie Irving. The Rockets were terrific on the road last season, Clark. Tied for second with the Clippers for the most road wins in the league.
26 and 15, although if you want to get picky about it, they had one of those wins in Mexico City, so maybe 25.5 road wins for them.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
Once again, off the mark by Cleveland.
There's some good defense for you. I mean, for somebody who's as good at shooting the three as he is, you need a defender who's equally adept at guarding against it. That was well done.
I like that. They obviously put the right guy on him. Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
And one problem with the Cavs last season was they put immediate pressure on themselves. A part of that was the trade for Kevin Love.
James checked in for Iman Shumpert. And a change for the Rockets. Yunus is checked in for KJ McDaniel.
Great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and trigger the fast break.
And now just a one-possession game thanks to that quick hitter. Outstanding play in the open court.
As you said, the Cavs put a lot of pressure on themselves because of the trade. You could see it affect the way they came out of the gate.
And you know, it was just night and day, Kevin, when the Cavs began to relax and click. I mean, a total transformation and turnaround. They would go 19 and 20 in the first 39 games, and then 34 and 9 over the rest of the season once those guys gelled and got locked in.
Manos check in for Cleveland. Beasley. LeBron with some nice D. Love dishes to Dellavedova. It'll go. The Rocket lead is cut down to just one on the basket from Kevin Love. Love's got himself on the board with three there. Here's Beasley. And Thompson sends it back. And it's Capella missing.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Everly with the ball. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
We've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
Got a piece of it. 6 to shoot. Love kicks to LeBron. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. Well, looking back on last season, you didn't know where the Rockets would end up in terms of seeding in the playoffs. Ended up with the 2 seed because they won the Southwest Division. And as it turned out, everything worked out very well for them.
It really did, and had a divisional matchup in that first round against the Mavs. But the Rockets took care of business in that series and would advance.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Channing Fries checked in for Tristan Thompson. And Irving subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. Harden kicks to Howard. And the jam by Yunus.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he fixed the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
Terry the pass to Harden. And Houston again with the bucket.
I tell you what, fellas, he loves those mid-range jumpers. I mean, that's where he makes his money.
The drive by James.
Boy, he shows a lot of desire when he's fighting for that tough board, and his length doesn't hurt either.
And the hurt We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
And the threes, they just dropped for him consistently. He was in a zone in that first half.
I'll say, I mean, this couldn't have been a more productive day for him from long range so far.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
I know we've said this many times before, but what a great first half. Just an offensive juggernaut.
And, you know, in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had, guys. I mean, he can usually keep it going for all four quarters.
LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's Thompson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. The Cavaliers trail by 4. The drive by James. Can't hit from the elbow. Harden dishes to Beverly. Back to Harden. On deep. Again, the miss by Harden.
That's not how you want to kick off the second half with 3 straight misses.
Love outside. No good from outside. Rockets leading by 4.
And it's strange to think that early last year, all the talk in the media was about the in-house fighting on the case. Goes to show just how much better things are for a team when they're winning.
And here's Harden for 3. And he gets it to go. Harden's got the first points to start out the third quarter for Houston. Well, as rough as the Cavs might have started the season, Clark, they were all at peace near the end. Things turned around certainly after the All-Star break. Had their amazing playoff run, great momentum, and that confidence showed every game they played.
Really did, and I thought the big 3 found a way to come together nicely and smooth out the rough spots, and James, Irvin, and Love ended up being the first scoring trio in the league last year.
Shumpert is checked in for Cleveland. Matthew Dellavedova comes in for Smith. And a switch here also for Houston. Beasley's checked in.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Love kicks to Shumpert. Fires the 3. No good. Good D by Ariza.
Oh, that's a tough three-point try when you've got the defense right there.
Well, he'd have to be really good to knock down a shot like that against that kind of defense.
It's stolen by Iman Shumpert. Now, Cleveland moving it up. And that one's good, Irving.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Mozgov's checked in. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. The 3 from Harden. And it's Kyrie Irving with the rebound.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Feeds to Dellavedova. Deflects the pass. Ariza passes to Harden. Harden missing again.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
A minute 50 left to play here in the third. Here's Irving. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dellavedova. 14 points for Kyrie Irving. The 3 from Harden. And that one's good. Harden's got a pair of 3s now here in the third for the Rockets.
You cannot leave him alone like that, especially from long range. Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
It's rebounded by Cleveland. It's no secret, Clark, what this Houston Rockets team wants to do. They want to get to the line, drive the lane, and hurt you from outside the arc.
And they'll do it all at a very fast pace. I mean, they're fun to watch. The pace is something that... I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatic.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
Yeah, but hey. He's an athlete, and I can't fault him for that one, although if he missed it, I might have.
That's good. And the Rockets lead by 5.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be. He's not making that one.
Puts it up. That misses off the backboard. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. Here's Dellavedova. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Dellavedova's got 5 now.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim, unabated, in stride.
And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That's his first foul. Dellavedova. The shot will not go. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Rockets lead by 3. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. Taking a look at the Rockets. Howard is out there with Beasley. And there's Terry. And it's Trevor Ariza. And it's Brewer in at the 2. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3. That's going to send LeBron James to the line. That one is on Beasley. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Houston.
You know, one of the big stories has been the 3-ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout the game.
Yeah, and something else they've done all through this one is knock down the mid-range jump shot whenever they've had the chance.
Here's Smith. And he banks in the layup. Smith's got it all tied up now for Cleveland.
Well, they were sleeping on defense. The defense really didn't do its job. I mean, a little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint. That's costly.
And at this stage of a tight game, the tired legs really start to show. A defense becomes vulnerable if you can continue to pound it inside.
Again, the miss by Smith.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
The drive by James. Tipped away. Montezumas with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. He dishes it to Howard. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
I mean, you never expect to get opportunities that easy coming down the stretch of a tight game.
Irving's checked in for Matthew Dellavedova. Andrew Beverly, he's checked in for Houston. Cavs were one of the top teams in the East last year, and it was in large part to how strong they were at home.
Boy, did they shoot it from beyond the arc at home, Kevin. I mean, top 3 in the league in terms of three-point shooting. It does help to have LeBron, doesn't it?
It does. That is effective. Howard with it. Picked up by Thompson. Howard can't hit.
Those are chances. Always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. His performance today has just been so important. What a luxury to have a guy that's that dependable.
Love check in for Cleveland. And a switch here also for Houston. K.J. McDaniels, he's checked in for Brewer.
And, you know, for the Cavs at home, they ended with 31 wins. Second best record in the East, and that regard. A lot of those wins actually came after the All-Star break.
And how about the Cavs last season? 18 straight home wins for them. Third longest home win streak in their history. And that home win streak helped them jump from the middle of the playoff pack to the 2 seed.
Smith kicks to Lyle. It's tipped. Stolen by Beverly. Stolen by McDaniels. The shot will not go. LeBron with some nice deep. The Cavaliers have gone 3 of 6 in the field so far in the fourth quarter. Live with the buckets.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
McDaniels passes to Beverly. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving. James Harden, he is checked in for Houston. Shot left block. And the bank shot is good. Harden's got 10 points here in the second half.
And they'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game out.
Timeout called, Cleveland.
Yeah, it's got to be concerned with all the missed shots here. And every team goes through cold streaks. You just got to figure out a way to stay productive.
And the best way to do that when you're missing shots is to get to the foul line. Be aggressive, get to the foul line, and knock down some of those freebies, and the tide can turn for you.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what the Cavaliers head coach was saying to his team. He's looking for whatever they have left in the tank. He said, I know it's been a hard-fought game, but now's not the time to leave anything in reserve. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I expect you to be going all out, full speed. Guys.
Michael Beasley, he's checked in for Houston. That's tipped. Stops. Pops. Good D by Johnson. Smith kicks the line. In the wing. And that's now 9 points for J.R. Smith.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
And he gets it to go. 28 points for James Harden.
That's what this team needs right now. Solid scoring chances.
Drops up. And jams it with authority.
I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatic.
Right here we go for it.
He's an athlete. I can't fault him for that one. This stick.
Howard against Thompson. Sinks it. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
Boy, what a pressure bucket that was.
Greg, now that's coming through in the clutch.
Back to Irving. They get it back. And Thompson kicks to LeBron. Tries again. Ariza with the rebound. Irving again. Harden. Passes it to Beverly. Back to Harden. And Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has.
I think you got it right. The defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't sure.
So it's Harris pulling it out. What a show they put out here at home tonight.
Tremendous work all the way down to the wire. We were just wondering what would happen next. Major drama. We saw a good one.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you later.